Good evening.
Oi!
Boy. How you doing? What do Mooncalfs?
How's it going?
It's your boys,
Yeah.
Randy Bobandy and Pirate Steve.
Fucking Bigfoot and the Devil over
Yeah,
here.
Hagrid and Anton LaVey.
Oh, yeah.
That never gets old.
God, we need to make those shirts.
Yeah.
Those have to be one of the first things. In my head, I just imagine Bigfoot and like a really cartoonish like devil.
Yeah.
They're just holding hands skipping through a field. I'm like, that's
Hagrid
it.
at like a dark sigil, like with Anton LaVey.
He's got the dumb cape with the stupid little horns on it.
Hagrid's got like black metal paint, fucking corpse paint.
Oh God. All right. Well, per usual, I'm about to press record and start the podcast version that's available on Spotify. Now, the cool thing is, if you have Spotify Premium, you will be able to hear the songs in their entirety. You'll be able to listen to the full song.
The way it's supposed to be heard.
Yeah. Because you guys miss out on that. I feel like you don't hop over. I understand. You're like, hey, I just heard most of this stuff.
We could try to imitate it, like dum 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 dum.
Yeah, it's not going to sound as good. I was not in Police Academy for a reason.
Yeah.
So
my voice acting career failed.
And all right, so what the YouTube people know, what the people listen to the Spotify don't, is that if the last minute of the podcast sounded a little weird and you didn't quite understand, we left it in there for a reason.
Yeah.
One, we for some reason couldn't record anymore. On the web version, you're only able to record up to 30 minutes.
Yeah, I guess we timed out or something.
We didn't realize that. We were just rambling.
We were on fire.
We didn't even
kept
take
going.
Song breaks. We had to put the songs in weird spots. But pretty much what you hear at the very end of the podcast is Steve, my wife, Crystal, and his fiancée, Kenzie. We are all in the living room talking about a bidet and having water shoot us in the assholes. So
ass fountains.
Oh yeah. So we pick up 1 minute of just us just so it recorded and stopped. No one was in this fucking room.
No.
There was no one in this room.
Door was closed. No one was in here. Not a cat.
There's nothing really around for you to like...
Just accidentally...
to fall on top of or anything like that.
And it happened after we were already out of the room. Like...
Yeah. So,
the cat, like, everything was out of here. Like, and... right after, like, some point where it started recording, the door just fucking opened by itself.
Yeah. Coincidentally, I think we were talking about ghosts.
Yeah. Right after the ass fountains, we got on to ghosts somehow. But
very topic-driven people.
I'm not even a big believer, but that was really strange.
Yeah, I can't explain how... the record button was pressed.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Considering legit I tried to record and it was like, you don't have enough time. So we couldn't do it.
Yeah,
but
you
then
could say malfunction and then just coincidence door opening, but I don't know, pretty weird.
It was pretty fucking weird.
Fucking weird. And it fucked up our podcast. And that was the worst part about it.
God damn it.
It was already fucked up.
Those motherfuckers.
They fucked it up even worse.
Trying to use the cards and everything like that went a little heavy on the cards there.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh, well, there's the answer for that one. All right, next. Maybe we didn't elaborate
this
too much.
This one doesn't apply to me.
Yeah.
Next.
This is trash.
This is a peasant's question. This is below me.
I am far too regal to answer questions of this caliber.
From my childhood.
So we did it. Oh, I overdid it a little bit. But today is the fucking battle of the bands. Oh no! My butthole. All right, so
right up the butthole.
Right up the butthole. Where all of the Hadouken should be taking place.
Yes.
If you were to Hadouken someone,
that's Street Fighter butt sex.
That's Street Fighter butt sex. Right up there. Use the one guy's baby skull necklace. They're supposed to be skulls, but they're tiny. They're like baby skulls. A little baby skull necklace just uses like a butt plug or something. Just pour it in. Just
just down.
Not a butt plug. Anal beads. That's the word.
Yeah, anal, just down over B, baby. Right in the butthole.
So, anyway, the bands.
Back to bands.
Back to the bands.
Back to the bands.
It's Black Flag and Minor Threat. So it is a very punk-heavy episode.
Classic punk.
So in keeping with that sense, the third song, which we always end up being random, is it's going to be another punk song. I don't know what to tell you. I know we did Bad Brains before, but deal with it. It's fucking great. So
and like I was raised on punk, so I can't get enough of it.
I really wasn't. My parents weren't cool enough.
Yeah.
Like, we listened. Look here. We listened to many things. We only listened to country and rock.
Your parents were the Grinch. Collectively.
Yes. Pretty much. That's exactly what almost a Sean Connery kind of thing.
My mom was always been ahead of her time. Like she kept up with the punk scene, metal scene. Even my middle-aged white mom was telling me about rap growing up. So my mom being the radio DJ, I'm really diverse.
So I remember my cousin was listeing to rap music on MTV or something. It was some sort of hip hop.
MTV raps.
Sort of. And
TRL.
My uncle, who happens to be a cop, comes in and he goes, that music's going to get you in trouble. And he also told me that I shouldn't wear my hat backwards. Because
that's a gang sign.
Because it's a gang sign. And people who wear
that's gang culture.
Their hats backwards wind up in jail. You know how many prisoners I see with their hat backwards, coming in with their hat backwards? It's like, oh, wow, that does not sound okay. He's racist, by the way, really racist.
I think my cousin and I were doing the Spider-Man thing, and my aunt thought we were throwing up gang signs. She worked in a prison and thought she'd seen that sign before. So.
Oh, no.
I'm like, no, I promise. I'm just Spider-Man.
No. I'm just repping the Spider-Man.
That's Spider Squad. That's the only gang I belong to.
The Spider Squad. That's it. That's another shirt.
Yeah.
It's called the Spider
Squad.
It's just a really awful looking Spider-Man thing.
Almost like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So, anyway, those are the two bands that we're going to listen to today. So right now, let's go ahead, take a quick break, and let's listen to some Black Flag.
Black Flag.
I probably ended that way too soon.
That's
but
all
I
right.
was like,
Need a break.
I was like, questions. Shit, I don't have anything to say. And I was like, if I don't have anything to say, we're just going to.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. In my brain, it felt like I was forever searching and waiting. You guys, of course, still get to hang out and hear us ramble about bullshit. I totally forgot you were fucking there. I set it up. It's my phone. I recorded. I totally forgot about that.
You guys don't exist in our heads.
Actually, we really appreciate you because you guys, we actually have more people liking, subscribing, listening on YouTube than we do
I feel
on
like it's just more
Spotify.
accessible for real.
I think it is.
It is.
And plus, some people just require that kind of the visual.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and like you guys fucking watching us on YouTube, give us some suggestions. Like,
yeah, comment.
yeah, maybe a topic or anything, like any kind of suggestion.
Yeah,
we're completely open.
Any bands you want us to
Yeah.
listen to? Any videos you think we should check
You
out?
could tell us to bathe ourselves. Like, you could tell us we stink so bad you smell through the screens. Like, suggestions, people. We're open to them.
Yeah. God damn it, you know what they are.
Yeah.
We're not gonna play down to you. Fucking get your shit together. Alright, so
Grow up.
grow up.
Get a job.
God. Get a job.
Yeah. Get a haircut.
I'm trying to figure out what song we're gonna play. Black Flag.
There's a lot of good ones. Drink and Drive.
Oh yeah, there's Drink and Drive. That'd be a good one too.
Everyone knows Ride with Love.
Yeah, so we're gonna go a little. We're not gonna play TV Party but we're gonna play Black Coffee. Oh, and then once that shit is done, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start a break on you guys too. So.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Go fucking go take
your mother.
Go
Get the fuck out of here.
The fuck are you doing?
Give your mother my best.
She has a good sauce.
She makes a fucking good cannoli.
Fucking good. Fucking gabagool.
Cool. That's what you get.
That's what you get.
That's what you end with.
All right, and we're back. Now it's time to push the button. All right, that was Black Flag. I hate that voice. And me, I was like, all right, well,
that
was that?
Black Flag.
Radio personality just coming out of me.
With black coffee. Speaking of coffee.
Speaking of coffee, have you tried that Death Wish coffee?
Sponsored by Death Wish.
I wish we could have some sponsor.
Please
like
don't copyright us with that.
We have one sponsor.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I've never done this before. We have one sponsor, and that is Weigler's Beard Co.
Yeah.
With fine, handcrafted, high-quality beard oil and beard balm. With wonderful smells such as Lumberjacked, which is leather, teakwood, sandalwood bourbon. You have Black Mass, which is black opium, musk, and some orange, dark amethyst. Among many other flavors.
Don't be a fucking...
They're not flavors, they're scents. You don't need them. We have zero
all
flavors.
flavors. Try them all.
So, Weigler Beard Co. They have a Facebook. Look it up. They have great oils.
Yeah, seriously, good quality shit.
Yeah.
Better than anything you can get at the store.
I'm totally not doing this because I make it.
No.
I just
never
it's just a,
met this person in our lives.
I would. I would never do something so shameful as to self-promote myself to this extent.
Some shameless promotion.
Yep.
Seriously,
buy my fucking beard oil.
Do it. I'll come visit your mother.
I'll come visit your mother.
Stab you in the face with a shot breadstick.
Have her make that good sauce.
Yeah, fucking sauce. The gabagoo.
The gabagoo. Fucking fill her gabagoo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Dirty.
Awful. Yeah.
Dirty.
Filthy.
Filthy.
No. Stop it, you. So, yeah. That's Black Flags, Black Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a great fucking song.
Yeah, by a great band.
Oh, yeah. I am grateful.
A lot of talented people in and out of that band.
Oh, tons of them.
Yeah.
I still remember seeing Dez when he was with the Misfits for a while.
Yeah, wasn't Robo drumming or something?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
that would have been so fucking awesome.
Robo was drumming, and of course, Only was doing bass and vocals, and then Dez was playing guitar.
I would have killed to see that.
It was a great show.
I bet.
Like, it's one of those things that, sometimes people give Jerry Only a lot of shit, and, it's like, oh, the Only being Only. Which is fucked, honestly. He made because they did an album with him doing vocals, and it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually a really good fucking album.
Jazzy voice.
He does. He's got a really good voice.
Really, like, classic, almost 50s.
Like, at the end of it, because of his eyeliner, he comes up and wipes it, and then, like, wipes it all on your foreheads and shit. People, it was so fucking cool.
That's awesome.
Like, this was a guardrail at the start of the show, and then it was, like, sideways, slanted from everyone pushing forward. Like, we were on the stage. Like, just...
I can say that the dude seems super passionate, and I can tell the dude loves his fans.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, what more can you ask for as a fan, for real?
Yeah, but then that's when I saw Dez play, and that was really cool. But, so many good fucking musicians, honestly. And, of course, Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
So, that kind of goes without saying. It's Henry fucking
It's Cali punk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was.
Yeah, the band was based in California. Yeah. Henry Rollins was from D.C.
D.C., yeah. But, yeah, no, that was fucking awesome. Gonna go ahead and ask a question out of nowhere. Not like I have any idea, these are from the top of my head. Nothing else. That's not the one I want to do. What is the scariest sound you could hear in the middle of the night? So.
I have at least 2 accounts. Or, like, some of the scariest shit I've ever heard at night. And the first one, I was camping in Missouri. And it was, it was right by, like, I think it was, like, the Channel River.
Mm-hmm.
And we were on a float trip. And I was sleeping in my tent, and there was a couple people still up in the camp, but it was just me sleeping in my tent at the time. And just in the middle of the fucking night, I heard, like, the most crazy fucking, like, it sounded like a woman screaming, like being murdered.
Yeah.
Just, like, it was fucking terrifying. I couldn't even imitate it. Like, just terrifying, and, like, woke me up out of dead sleep. It was like it was a big cat of some kind. It was like a fucking, like, bobcat or something along that lines. Like, it was fucking huge, and it scared the shit out of me. And then another time, I'm pretty sure my dad's house got hit with a fucking car and someone left. Just crush.
That just caught on.
I was sleeping. I was house sitting, and like there was nowhere really to sleep, so I'm sleeping in my little sister's twin bed, my big ass in my little sister's twin bed with like 4 dogs on top of me, and I'm just fast asleep, just crashed out, not even under or covers or anything, just on top of the bed, just crashed the fuck out, and like. Just out of nowhere, just boom, and I rolled out of bed onto my knees as if I was like a fucking like Navy SEAL, like ready to fucking fight. Whatever just made that huge thump, and there was like some damage outside, like on the side of the house, and I never saw the car, but I'm almost 100% sure a fucking car hit my dad's house.
I'm gonna say, yeah, along the lines of the scream, my wife and I were having coitus on the couch in the living room.
That means sex.
It does. I've made it with a woman!
I had sex with a woman!
So...
End of story.
Yeah.
No.
Done. That's my... No, so... we were doing it on the couch in the living room, and we were, going at it. And in the background was a series of music. And it stopped on Non's Total War, which is just repetitive, and just the same shit, more or less, like the background change. But it's just the same thing repeated over and over again. And then it just stopped. There was just a bunch of silence. We weren't worried about it. We weren't really thinking about it. And I was, I was going. And why is that the motion? Aggressively.
It wasn't like the normal one.
It wasn't.
I was smashing it.
I was like a seal. Just. Well, anyway. We were having sex and we were listening to the song. There was silence, and for about 8 minutes after the song was over, it was just dead silent and everything like that. And then we just hear, "Ah!" and just this awful loud scream out of fucking nowhere. And so I'm just like, "Ah! Ah!" Like, what's up? What's going on? But I was like this because someone came from behind me, and my butt's exposed. And I was like,
naked, like
defenseless, arms up. And I'm like, scared the fuck out of me. So I thought someone broke into my house and just screamed. His blood-curdling scream. Like, that's what the sight of sex does to them. You're not married yet!
Premarital sex!
So that song has a scream in the middle that I've never known about. I've been listening to that song for a while now.
And what song was it?
Non's Total War. N-O-N, and then Total War.
I don't think I've heard that.
It's good. I mean, dude's kind of a dick, but it's good shit. The song is. But
so there's just a fucking blood-curdling scream, huh?
Yeah. So it's just in the middle of having sex, I just hear this, in the middle, and it's laying there, I was like, ah! It's awful. So bad. So bad. So for me, that was the scariest thing to hear in the middle of the night. Let alone while you're having sex with a person.
That's freaked me out with like Pink Floyd and shit.
Oh yeah.
I'd always have random weird shit like that. Someone screaming Some guy yelling, "Eat your pudding!"
It's just someone so angry at the sight of someone having sex on a couch. Just you broke into like, what does this world come to? Why aren't they doing it in the streets?
That's pretty scary though. Hearing someone scream in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Not what you expect.
No. I picked another one. That's because I have a story for this. Have your parents told you something as an adult that they kept from you as a kid? So you don't have to get too deep into it, but I have one story for that.
You go ahead and I'll ponder one.
Okay.
As you go.
Oh. All right. So my parents have never hid anything from me at all. They told me everything. But there are things that I wish they would have hid from me. Because it was just nonsense. Things I shouldn't have to hear about my parents.
Yeah, if anything with my family, it was TMI. They told me shit I didn't want to know.
Yeah. So one time when my dad decided to overshare was that my mom once beat my dad almost to death with a wooden shoe.
Holy fuck.
So she beat him so bad that he probably needed to go to the hospital, but didn't. So I'm like, oh shit. And the story was that my dad spent the last $5 worth of food stamps on a blowjob from a whore.
Oh shit.
So he gave this whore $5 in food stamps, and
it's a deal.
I got.
You gonna pass that up? Maybe.
My dad knew a deal when he saw one.
Yeah.
So so that happened. The hooker sucked his penis and gave her, for the act, the food stamps. Goes home and he just feels so bad because he realized he cheated on my mom and just felt so he confessed. And she was like, $5 worth of food stamps? That was our last $5. And fucking, she was like, yeah, whatever. You got a blowjob from a whore, but you used
the fucking
food stamps.
How dare you?
How dare you? And just beat the shit out of my dad with this wooden fucking shoe. So I really wish I wouldn't have heard that one.
That's a murder weapon.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to top that one. I didn't know my mom was a runner.
She listens to this too, doesn't she?
Apparently she used to run a lot. Like, I had no idea.
Sprints,
yeah, I had no idea. And this is something I recently learned about my mom. Like, she was actually really athletic, and I had no idea. I thought she was always just a book nerd. I don't know, all the bad shit I already knew about my family. Yeah. It's stuff like that kind of surprises me. I can't top that at all. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything near that. Like,
yeah,
that is fucking. That's a damn good story.
Yeah, I got another one from my dad. My dad has all kinds of really awful fucking stories, but this one, he worked at a hospital sometimes. And they had, steak dinners, mainly for, mothers that just gave birth and stuff like that. So, at one time...
When you're done, I finally got one.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Finally got one.
So, we went ahead and he was new there, so they were like, hey, if you want, I can get you some of those steaks that they give to the pregnant women. And my dad's like, yeah, man, give me a couple of them, The guy goes, all right, give me a minute. My dad goes down a little while later and gets handed this big frozen block, which is supposed to be, the steaks and everything. So what he does, he goes home on his lunch break, leaves the thing in the house, so that way it can thaw. You have nice steaks, it'll be thawed out by the time it gets home.
You gotta thaw your steaks.
so you gotta thaw them. So he goes ahead, leaves them on the table, so when he comes home, he can cook them. He comes home, and all day, he's just
thinking about
so
them
excited.
steaks. I know
he's
how
ready
it
for
is.
those steaks. So he goes home, and the house smells disgusting. And it's just an awful smell. And he's never smelled anything like this ever. And he's just trying to locate this smell. And he looks on the table, and what he sees is all of this melted afterbirth dripping onto his floor, his laminate floor, and getting in the vents and stuff, and just dripping everywhere. And so it turns out, because what they do is sometimes they'll keep the afterbirth, afterwards, and they had it frozen, and it just fucking bleh. So my dad had just a big old bag of afterbirth all over his table.
Oh,
yeah.
Metal.
He said it took him forever to get that smell out of the house.
Oh, that is metal.
Yeah.
I got one that's kind of metal. My dad was kind of a rough dude, and he hung around a pretty rough crowd. And I was an adult at the time. I was in my young 20s, and my dad, we're watching America's Most Wanted, and this guy comes up, this Mexican dude named El Camacho. He was a real piece of shit, threw his old lady in a wood chipper. My dad just nonchalantly is just I knew that guy. And I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, I did. I knew that dude. And, he goes on to tell me, his name and where he stayed at and the titty bar he fucking hung out at. And, and as my dad is, talking about hanging out with this dude, he, the fucking America's Most Wanted is talking about him murdering his wife and murdering other people and, fucking throwing people into wood chippers and shit. And he's like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Seems like an alright guy to me.
Yeah.
Solid alibis all the time.
And then by the end of it, he's like, I knew he was fucked up. So yeah, that was mine. I finally remembered.
Oh. So we're going to take another break, and we will be playing a minor threat song.
Minor threat, not a major threat.
Not major.
Minor.
Minor.
Major, minor.
Major, minor. Well, at least you're still here, right?
Yeah.
You're still with us.
Yeah, with all of our mistakes and shitty podcasting, you get to see the real juice.
You get to see it all come together.
All the real juices.
Getting it flowing in between pressing this damn recording button.
Afterbirth and wives and wood chippers. And you're here for all of it.
You're here for all of it.
Just getting the tunes all lined up.
Yep.
The tunage.
And then we will be back with you, although this will be seamlessly edited, so it's not going to matter anyway. So.